Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another video. Do what here? So today we are going to be going over some of the skills a little bit. Just a light touch. The more and more I dive into these skills, the more complicated everything is getting. These really seem like they're going to be what the end result of the game is. Just because there's so many skills, there's so much leveling up you have to do. Like even the heroes and armor isn't going to be as complicated or game breaking as what skills you have, how you level them up, the combinations on your troops. So before we get into that, really quick, just wanted to show you guys. So when you guys have multiple marches out here, as so, you guys can hit a point on the map, march to it, and instead of moving one troop at a time, if you're traveling a far distance because your alliance is going after the shrine monsters for the hero XP and stuff like that, down here at the bottom you have select multiple, and then you can move all of your troops. You can uncheck the ones you don't want to move if you don't want to move them. Make sure that if you guys are, if your tribe has these shrines, that they already went through and killed them. But the little monsters that go around the shrines, they give really good experience points. So make sure that you guys are working together to kill these at set intervals, because that's how you guys are going to level up your heroes quickly. I think it's about 10,000 XP per enemy that gets killed, so make sure you guys are keeping an eye on that and working together. We might get interrupted here in just a moment when the piers come up, just because we got a few minutes left and then the piers are going to start, so you guys might get to see that. So going into the skills, up here at the top you have the puzzle piece, so you can click on that and you can actually convert your skill shards that are neutral to whatever skill you want them to be, to help get you some more levels if you don't have the actual pieces. The level up button right here, the up arrow right here, is how you can level up your skills. I really only do rare or lower. I'm not trying to turn into any epics yet because I think that they're going to end up being useful. A lot of times when you have purple heroes, purple equipment, purple skills, there might not be your best choice for PvP, but they do end up being very useful. Have select skills for PvE, whether it be gathering boosts, march speed boosts, killing monsters in the Niflungs, boost towards that. And I definitely don't turn in my legendary or lowers because you're going to need them for your legendary skills. So rare or lower, you can tap to fill all. And then I want to explain this guy right here. So we click on that. You can actually reset all of the stuff that you put in there. You will receive 100% of your skill shards back. You will only receive 80% of the experience though. So be mindful if you're leveling up a skill just because you need it for now because you don't have anything better and you're putting your skill shards into it, you will get those back. The experience though, don't go too crazy high on a skill you don't need now, especially if you know you're going to reset it. Now I don't know if you reset something, are you going to get the exact breakdown of the actual skill shards for that piece. I think that it's because you had to convert the neutral skill shards to skill shards for that piece that you won't get neutral skill shards back. So be careful with that. Where do we go? Now, when it comes into here, you can click on this. Let's do this one. So we're going to click on our details. You see up here at the top it says recommend. It's going to tell you who that goes best with. And if you have the hero, you could automatically go ahead and put it straight on there. They're not in the city right now, but you can equip it straight to the hero. Also, when you're in your hero, let's say, I'm like, man, I need to know what skills go good on her. She also has the recommend in here. So you can click on her and you're like, okay, she needs this one. Boom, put it on. I don't have fiery rays. Let's see, which one do I have? I definitely have first strike. It's time to wake up, guys. So I definitely have first strike, so I can put it on her straight from her hero interface. And then there was one more thing. Let me. Oh, the filter option. So you can do it by owned, not owned, all of these things right here. So you can help try to figure out, like, if you were looking for only your things and you're like, I got a heal hero, so I only want to see the healing effects. And then I don't really, I need to know what I'm looking for. So there's no skills found that fit that filter that I don't own. So I own all of the, there we go. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. I own all of the healing ones, so why is it not working now? Heal and owned and not owned. It's weird. Let's try control. I think it glitched out. Let's go back in and try it again. So filter. Oh, because it didn't have a skill grade. That's what it was. There we go. So not owned. Alright, so Freya's Blessing and Hymn of Life. It looked like there was one, but there's two. So Hymn of Life and Freya's Blessing are two that I don't have. Now, another thing that you can do when you go into the details, you can see what it's going to look like if you max out the stars, if you max out the level, or both. So you can see what the end result's going to be. Unfortunately, it's not going to show you the progression, but you can at least see what it's going to be at the end, so you can kind of compare, okay, I have this healing spell, I have that healing skill. Let's see which one's going to be the best one. And then, as I've mentioned previously, the green dot down there, you can actually go through here and click on everything that you have questions about. So, I can go to my damage skills and specifically click on the French crossbow. It's going to tell you what it's about. You can click on what heroes that it can go well with. And this is where it starts to get tricky. You see how many heroes that skill will complement. So this is where I'm saying it's going to take several videos to break down these skills to see what is going on and experiment with what is going to be the best setup for each hero for what you're doing. Now let's go ahead and check on our peer. Got our rewards. Alright, so the peers are not quite ready yet. It sucks because I thought that they would be. Wanted to try to grab that into the video too. They thought it would be too. They're up there ready to grab it. But another thing that we want to get into with the skills is, because of how hard and how complex these guys are going to be, anytime that you have an event where you can get these neutral skill shards, go ham on it. If you gotta go smack 100 Niflons, go for it. because you're going to want all of those skill shards that you can get. Anytime that you have anything that's going to get you the skill stones, go for it. Also, every time you do a skill summon over here, you get 25 of these shards to do one of those special summons that's not available yet because I don't have them. So, like, if I do 2 more, you'll see, and then 1 more, and then boom, I had 725 for each of those. So you can do the energy summon every time you get 1,000. The energy summon has you the best chance of getting a whole skill unlocked, something that you don't have, or if you do have it, you'll get the 100 pieces that it would have taken to craft it. So that's a good bonus. So every time you get 1,000 of those, which is 25 a piece, every time you do a skill summon. So I think when you do the 5, I should end up with 125. Math is bad. It's still early over here, so as you saw, it's time to wake up. Now that's my I need to start getting dressed for work, but I'm here with you guys. I'm here with you guys, and that's what matters, right? I'm here for you. I'm here with you. One last thing that I do have for you guys is when it comes to these chronicles, your server is all on the same team. Yes, you guys have different tribes, but at the end of the day, you guys are going to be working together to grow the strength of your server so that you can compete effectively in KVK. So when we go back here, there was quite a few tribes in my server that they weren't quite able to grab their level 3 beast layers, and a lot of that stems from some of the early on infighting where we had players that were new to the game and they didn't understand the concept of not taking the resources that somebody else had collected or earned, farmed. They were attacking them for those resources so that they could grow quickly, and they were preventing the people in the other tribe from going quickly. All that's going to do is it's going to make people not like the game, because then they're going to be like, oh, the people that put money in, they're going to grow really quick and I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. And yes, if that's how you want to play, end of the day, nobody can really stop you. But all you're going to do is hurt yourself and hurt the server. Because you're going to make some people quit, and the people that don't quit are going to, they're not going to be strong enough, so you're going to be always defending them, or they're just going to be hiding under a bubble during the server versus server, and they're not going to be able to contribute and help. So what ended up happening is we had quite a few tribes that were underdeveloped because of that reason. So myself and a few other people in our top tribes went around and helped the other tribes get their level 3 beast layers, just for the sake of this reward and helping them grow and showing them that, yes, just because we're the top tribes, we're not going to be douchebags. So do keep that in mind when you're going around your own server. Don't just attack people just because you can. I mean, if somebody is talking crap in chat and they get under your skin, and you're just going to go put them in their place because that's part of what this game is, don't just go ahead and burn their entire clan because something that one person did while everybody else was offline in their own city and not paying attention. And try to keep the attacking each other and the infighting within your kingdom down to just the KE kill event. So far, my server has only had 1 kill event. It was a lot of fun because the kill events are important. They do give you a reason to go out and attack because there's points for it. And they give you the ability to go out and learn how the PvP aspects work. Some games that I've played, you make a friend in another tribe, and you just go out and you duke it out. Just for fun. You go out and you learn how the PvP system works in an environment where both of you guys have consented to attack each other back and forth to learn. Also, when you are going around on the KE, try not to repeatedly hit somebody to deplete their resources. You will notice that when you attack somebody, the first attack might not deplete all of their troops. If you're going for the points, it's understandable to go back and get that other hit, that double tap, to get the rest of the points. But if you see that they're holding on to 20 million resources, try not to repeatedly hit them, because they're going to need those resources to re-heal their troops. This is also why I say that the infirmary is so important. Because when you do get attacked, your infirmary will hold all of the troops that it can, and you can revive those troops. But once your troops die, because the infirmary couldn't hold them, now you're relying on your Hall of Odin over here, which only revives 10% of your troops for that 24-hour period. So get your infirmaries up, play the game, have fun, but don't be douchebags. That's all I got for you guys. Stay beautiful.